Sometimes survival isn't about brawn, but rather brains. Still, you need to know how to use both. So today we've prepared 20 survival hacks that could save your life. Listen carefully to every tip. You might need them all one day. Whistle while you work. It might seem silly, but this hack could save your life. If you find yourself lost or hurt and unable to call for help, a whistle is always a great tool to have with you. Whistles are much louder than your voice and can carry over much greater distances, helping rescuers pinpoint your location. The average person can be heard from about 40 to 50 feet away, whereas a whistle can travel up to 3 miles in some cases. Plus, it'll conserve your energy not having to yell for help. Keep in mind, though, the best whistles for survival situations are the ones that are high-pitched because they tend to carry farther. They're also louder, so don't go for the lowest notes. Aim for the highest notes. If lost, water first, shelter second. Your body cannot go very long without water, so finding a source of safe drinking water should be your top priority. If you find yourself lost in the wilderness, even if there's no immediate danger of hypothermia, dehydration can lead to organ failure in as little as 3 days. However, you must first assess the area for any potential dangers, such as wild animals, inclement weather, or poisonous plants, before attending to other needs like building a shelter. Once you've determined the area is safe, finding a water source should be your next objective. Look for signs of flowing water, such as animal tracks or birds flying overhead. Moving water sources are usually preferable since stagnant water can be full of contaminants. If you're forced to drink stagnant water, though, boiling it for at least 1 minute will kill most harmful bacteria. Signal rescuers with a mirror. Another item that could save your life is a simple mirror. If you ever find yourself stranded outdoors, a compact mirror is an excellent tool to have on hand for signaling rescuers. The reflective surface will catch and amplify the light of the sun, making it visible from much greater distances than an unassisted flame or even a flashlight. Since rescue teams often search for stranded hikers using helicopters, having a mirror on you could literally be a lifesaver. All you have to do is locate the sun and direct its rays toward the sky to signal distress. In addition, mirrors can also be used for signaling between members of your party who become separated while hiking. Duct tape fixes almost everything. Sticky tape wonder is cheap, lightweight, and incredibly durable, making it perfect for a survival kit. The uses for duct tape are almost endless. You can fix a broken canteen, patch up ripped clothing, or even use it to fashion a splint for a broken bone. If you're a hiker, it's especially useful for repairing shoes, backpacks, and tents. You can even use it to make a rope by rolling several strips lengthwise and tying them together at one end. Then simply pull on the end to tighten the rope. But despite its many uses, duct tape doesn't work well on oily surfaces. Be sure to remove any grease stains from the area before attempting to apply the tape. Stuff your clothes with leaves. If you ever get stuck outside during the wintertime, be sure to stuff your clothing with dry leaves. Leaves are an excellent insulator, and placing them inside your jacket and pants will prevent cold air from reaching your skin and can keep your body temperature up. Some people even wear a layer of leaves under their clothing as an extra source of warmth. Just be sure that the leaves are completely dry before using them. Damp or wet leaves can actually draw heat out of your body instead of insulating you. Purify your water. When it comes to surviving in the wilderness, clean water is essential. Boiling water is the most effective method of purifying it. Simply boiling water for at least 1 minute kills most of the harmful bacteria, making it safe to drink. If you don't have a way to start a fire, though, a canteen filter can purify water by removing most contaminants. These filters are typically made of hollow fiber or activated carbon, which removes sediment, parasites, and most bacteria. For added safety, you can also use a cloth to strain the water before filtering it. If you don't have a filter or cloth, leaving water in direct sunlight for several hours will allow contaminants to evaporate, resulting in purified water. Learn some survival knots. Knowing some basic knots could save your life if you ever find yourself stranded outdoors. Here are a few quick ones to learn. The square knot is a versatile option for joining 2 ropes together and is fairly easy to tie. Start by making 2 half hitches around a vertical post, then pass one rope end over the top and under the bottom, tying it off. Next is the bowline, which is a great choice for creating a loop at one end of a rope. Start by making a loop and passing the working end of the rope up through the middle of the loop. Finally, the sheet bend is perfect for connecting 2 ropes of different diameters. Start by folding the thinner rope in half, then pass the thicker rope through the loop formed by the folded end. Rock spell SOS. Whether you're stranded at sea or stuck in the woods, knowing how to spell out SOS with large rocks or branches can signal for help. SOS is an international distress signal that can be seen from great distances by planes or helicopters. Try to make each letter about 3 feet tall and at least 6 feet apart, so they're clearly visible from afar. If you're lost in the woods, gathering rocks into 3 large piles can also indicate your location to search and rescue teams. Always carry a mini survival kit. A mini survival kit should be one of the first things you grab when leaving the house. At a bare minimum, it should contain a fixed blade knife, a fire starter, bandages, super glue, and a lighter. Other items you may want to consider adding include a whistle, compass, flashlight, fishing line, duct tape, matches, and a sewing kit. Depending on where you live, it may also be wise to include a small amount of cash, some food, and a map of the area. Tell someone where you're going. It's one of the best pieces of advice anyone can follow, is to tell someone where you're going before you leave. This is especially important if you're planning on hiking or camping alone. Let the person you're staying with know your exact destination and when you plan on returning. That way, if you don't show up at the expected time, authorities can begin searching for you right away. It's also a good idea to give them a copy of your planned route, as well as a list of the gear that you're carrying. Fire indoors, stay low. If your home catches fire, it's important to stay low to the ground as much as possible. Smoke inhalation can be just as dangerous as the flames themselves. By staying close to the floor, you'll be able to breathe in less smoke and increase your chances of survival. Also, smoke tends to rise, so staying low will help keep you from being seen by firefighters searching the area. If you can, place a damp cloth over your mouth and nose to filter out some of the smoke particles. Then crawl to a window and cover your skin with soot. The soot will protect your skin from the flames and help identify you as a victim of smoke inhalation, which could speed up medical treatment. No power, crank up your phone. If the power goes out, a hand crank radio can come in handy for charging your phone. Many models feature a built-in solar panel that can be used to recharge batteries. So if you find yourself without power or cell service, a hand crank radio is an excellent device to have on hand. Not only can you listen to emergency broadcasts, but you can use it to charge your phone so you can still contact loved ones or access vital information. Light a crayon. A simple crayon can be lit on fire to serve as a candle in an emergency. Remove the paper wrapping from the crayon and whittle down one side to create a flat surface, and carefully light the tip of the crayon on fire. The wax will melt and burn, giving off a small flame that can be used to cook, boil water, or light a larger fire. While a crayon won't burn as long as a traditional candle, it can still be useful in certain situations. Just remember to never use a crayon near anything flammable. Face a wild animal. If you ever encounter a wild animal, it's important to know how to react. Most animals would rather avoid humans than confront them. If you find yourself face to face with a wild animal, try to remain calm and make yourself appear as large as possible. Talk in a low, slow voice and take small steps back. Avoid running, as this could trigger the animal's chase response. If the animal continues to advance, make loud noises and wave your arms to scare it off. As a last resort, you can fight back using any means necessary to protect yourself. Know your edible plants. If you find yourself lost in the wilderness, knowing which plants are safe to eat could be the difference between life and death. Edible plants can provide nourishment and sustain you until you're rescued. Before eating any wild plants, though, be absolutely sure of their identity. You can download a plant identification app to help you accurately identify plants based on their leaves, flowers, or stems. Some common edible plants in the U.S. include dandelions, wild lettuce, stinging nettles, plantain, and lamb's quarters. However, be aware that these plants may contain toxins, so they should only be consumed as a last resort. If lost, stop, think, act. If you ever find yourself lost, the best thing to do is stop, think, and act. Don't panic and run around aimlessly, as this will only waste energy and make it harder to find your way back to safety. Instead, take a moment to assess your surroundings and determine your current location. Then decide what actions you need to take to get out of the wilderness safely. This may involve building a shelter, starting a fire, or signaling for help. Staying calm and taking a systematic approach to problem solving will increase your chances of survival. Cover your skin with mud. If you're stuck outside without protection from the sun, covering your skin with mud can help prevent sunburn. Mud acts as a natural sunscreen by reflecting the sun's rays and cooling your body. The clay minerals in the mud also have antibacterial properties that can help protect your skin from infection. To use mud as sunscreen, simply apply a thin layer to your skin. Let it dry and reapply as needed. However, be careful when applying mud to broken skin or open wounds, as it may cause irritation. Car sinking. Open the window. If your car begins to sink in water, the first thing you should do is roll down the window. Many people panic and try to open the door first, but doing so will only trap you inside as the water pressure increases. Once the window is down, quickly exit the vehicle and swim to the surface. If the water is cold, protect your head and make sure to take deep breaths. Then get to higher ground and change into dry clothes as soon as possible to prevent hypothermia. Filter dirty water. If you're forced to drink dirty water, it's important to filter out any solid contaminants first. This will prevent your body from becoming clogged with debris or sharp objects. Cloth filters such as bandanas or t-shirts can effectively remove sediment and other impurities from water. Simply place the cloth over a bowl or cup and pour the water through it. Any large particles will be trapped by the fabric and left behind in the original container. Be sure to wash the cloth thoroughly before reusing it. Which one was most useful? Do you have any more tips for us? Leave a comment below with your thoughts, experiences, or suggestions. We appreciate hearing from you and learning from your expertise. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button and share it with others who may benefit too. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. We post new videos regularly and would love to have you join our growing community. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.